welcome back to the channel. So today I'm gonna start the video off by summon because I'm still clinging on to my hope to get an Eileen. So let's go. So today the aim of the video, as you all should already know, is Gavgarian Bracer. Alright. So the aim of today's video, as you guys would already know, is because the awesome Bahamut Raid is coming on out, and the hype is real, guys, because let's just take a look here. Okay, so there's going to be maintenance over here, then Chamber of Crystals, and then Awakened Warriors. So first and foremost, a few units are going to get their awakenings. The more prominent ones are here: Chizuru, Darkfina, and Bats. While the rest, for example, Delita, people will use them because they simply have no other 5-star units. Usually no one who is pay to play or whatever you call them, they wouldn't use Delita, they would use some other kind of DPS units. So Snow is also one of those units that people use in certain circumstances. And Kane is gonna be, I don't really think you would wanna enhance Kane simply because he's limited at 5 stars for now. So yep, that's that. And Garnet will be very useful in the future, but for now, limited at 5 stars, she is pretty underwhelming. Although she really serves her purpose, as you know, you need a Esper gauge to fill up. She serves that purpose very well. Laswell is alright also. The rest is pretty much you'll never really touch them at all. So the more exciting ones are starting off with Darkfina. Her Retaliate at the first stage of Awakening boosts chance of countering, and then at the second stage boosts own magic when active. So this skill set is pretty useful. Next, Dystopia. Dystopia is one of those skills that you wouldn't really want to enhance simply because with dual cast on Darkfina, you don't really use Dystopia unless you know there is a quest. There's a prerequisite stating that you cannot use black magic. Then you go ahead and use Dystopia, which is not black magic. So yeah, but you really, as in, I had Darkfina myself and I realized that Dystopia is not really a skill that I use very often on her. So next is Ultima. Ultima is one of those really good skills that we use very often on Darkfina because her base magic is already pretty high. Then you slap on all the magic stuff on her, and her magic becomes super good. And then what's really bad about Ultima is that because it costs 60 MP, so it's very high. So when you awaken it, right, the first stage it will reduce the MP required for Ultima, and at the second stage it will boost unmitigated damage and increases the hit count. So that's really awesome. Next is Chizuru. Chizuru is one of those units that everyone should already have unless you guys just started the game, because first and foremost, player's choice banner, we got Chizuru on there. She's really I wouldn't say she's awesome because she doesn't have, you know, like innate dual wield, that kind of thing, but for the very fact that she can do unmitigated damage to one unit, and also partial unmitigated damage to all units, is very useful. And for Chizuru in Arena, she's also very good because she can do very good chaining if you have more than one of her. So her first awakening for High Tide, right, it will boost fill rate of burststones. This one is pretty, I mean, if you got the extra crysts to spare, you can do so, but what's the most important is basically this Phantom Shadow. But before that, there's Mold as well. Chance of evading, so evasion increase chance. And then Phantom Shadow This is the reason why Chizuru is really very good in both clearing content in the game as well as in arena, because if you have more than one of her, you have about 2 to 3, you are most probably, unless your opponent is those kind of like, you know, evasion one lah, then you'll probably miss. But Phantom Shadow is really very good. You put 3 Chizurus in a team, and then you Phantom Shadow, the guy confirm die on in arena, confirm. So the first stage, it boosts damage amount and reduces MP. Currently Phantom Shadow takes 35 MP, which is already pretty low. I wouldn't say that it's very high, but it's better to use lesser MP than to use more. So the second awakening will boost damage amount and reduce the MP consumed again. So how much, I'm not really very sure, but it's definitely lesser than 35 MP lah, and increases the damage. Next we got Butts. Butts is this support come physical damage dealer in a sense. He has a very unique kit because he is one of the units that can sacrifice his life to give HP and MP to other units, so he is very useful in that sense. People use him in the Gilgamesh trial because Gilgamesh trial, it's at that time it was a really long fight, so you tend to run out of MP. So but he gives MP to whoever requires it. He can also transfer his limit burst gauge into someone who requires it more. For example, Cecil, you need to, you know, buff your team stats. Not that Cecil takes very long to fill his limit burst, but you know, it's there. It's for you to use. So it's also very good because Butts has his 6-star base right now, so he's a very viable character to use. So first off, we got Boko Pendant. This one is actually not very useful at first, but right now at the second awakening, it restores MP each turn, so that alone is quite up there already because you can restore MP. And then next we got Life Giver. This is what I was talking about. Life Giver, you sacrifice, Butts will kill himself, and then he will give MP and HP to one target, which is most probably going to be full. So I don't think it's most probably, I think it's full. So anyways, so the first stage, it will boost wind resistance for one ally. It's not very useful, but the second one enables one ally to evade death once. So it's something like auto revive in a sense. But yep. Next will be Wind Shear. This is not the real point as to why you like Butts. It's just that, yeah, it's interesting to that one lah. So yeah, this is the awakening side of things. Now this is where it gets really interesting. The vision of Bahamut Raid. Let's go through the raid first, and then we'll move into the trial. So the raid, this was actually on JP as well, like as everything, but there are certain elements of this that makes it exclusively global. So if you guys take a look, it's raid event, all the lore and the kind of stuff, and you got this damn cool Bahamut looking Esper right here. I really thought that we could get the Esper, but not yet. He's not for grab up yet. It's just a raid. So as always, I believe this the raid will be operated using the raid orbs. What raid orbs are is that you get 5 orbs. One, I think an orb recharges every hour or every half hour. I don't remember, but it's very good because the orbs do not take your energy. Yeah, so you basically just fight the different stages, and you get to craft event limited equipment. This equipment are all specifically it's exclusive for this raid, so you don't really want to miss out on this event. So let us take a look at the ranking rewards. Rank 1, 2, 3, 4, and all these are probably not going to be within reach, not even for me. But what's most probably going to be our goal right here is to probably reach 5,000 to 10,000, or if you are feeling ambitious, you don't want to let any orbs go to waste, you can aim for the 1,000 to 5,000, but for 1 all the way to 1,500, I highly think you'd require lapis refills. So yep, for 1,000 to 5,000 you get 110% trust Moogle and 4 summon tickets, which is good enough for me, honestly speaking. The amount of lapis you'd have to go like use just to get, you know, like rank number 1 for example, 4 trust Moogles and 10 summoning tickets, yeah, I mean it's awesome you get 4 trust Moogles, but yeah, like you gotta invest a lot of time in it. So yep. And then for 10,000 to 30,000, you get a 5% trust Moogle and 3 summoning tickets. 30k to 50k, you get 1% trust Moogle and 3 summoning tickets. And then yep, the rest you get lapis, you get summoning ticket. So you are most probably, as in the main bulk of the players are most probably gonna fall in between the 10,000 to the 50,000 mark. If you are the type that really like don't give a rat's ass about, like, you know, how many orbs you have left on the day, you just play when you can, that kind of thing, most probably gonna fall in between the 50,000 all the way to the 150,000 mark, which is still okay. I mean, at least play it so that, you know, you get a ranking up there, you get a reward. So let's move on. These are the event limited rewards. We get Drake's Claw Rod, which is a staff. It has 10 attack and 35 magic. And from what I read, I believe this rod has innate dragon killer in it. I'm not entirely sure as to why they did not put it there, but from what I read on the other sites, right, they mentioned that the rod actually has a innate dragon killer in it. So it's pretty interesting. It's like having dragon killer in your mage's kit. So yup, I'm just gonna take a quick look to see if, let's say, I can find out whether the rod indeed has dragon killer. I don't think it has, but I mean, I just heard that there would be. But anyways, I think if there would be dragon killer in it, I think it would be, you know, bracket dragon killer here or something. Like for example, the lens, it says dragon killer, but you know, a free rod, why not? Yes. Then next we get this Drake's Guard Robe, gives auto regen, which is super awesome. Gives 35 defense, magic and spirit plus 20. It's something like the TM from the 3-star base from the Easter event, which gives auto regen, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so let me see here. Auto regen. Yep, the 5-star robe. That's right. All right. So next, after the robe, we get a lance, which is plus 76 attack and has dragon killer in it, followed by a gun, 78 attack as well, and has dragon killer, and enables waking instinct. What waking instinct does is that when your HP drops below a certain threshold, right, your unit's attack, defense, and basically all the stats of your unit will get buffed. And yep, that's like super good to have. You can put it on, I mean, for people who do not have Sparky yet, you can put it on your Olive, or you can put it on Lightning, for example. Give her dragon killer as well as the waking instinct skill. And then we get all these materials. These materials are pretty interesting because aside from just boosting one stat, they boost another stat by a little bit, except for the bottom 6-star ones. Magic plus 10, spirit plus 5, attack plus 10, defense plus 5. And then we have MP and magic, and HP and attack. HP and attack is something like Tancred's what do you call it, Trustmaster, the one that we got a heck load from the Ifrit raid. So yep. Oh, and not to forget, for for this, right, we get the group rewards as well as individual rewards. These ranking rewards, these are individual rewards. We get group rewards as well, but they are currently not here as I can see. Yes. Alright, so before I move on to the trial, right, let me see if I can get the rewards from the... Yes. Alright, so let me just put it on here. You guys can see it. Google Chrome. Alright, so thanks to Kong Ba Pao for the information here. I'm not exactly sure if, I mean, the event is not out yet, but I went to search online and then this was what was presented to me. So I suppose we'll be getting rare summoning tickets and these achievement points in the, as an overall in the entire raid as you move on. So how the raid works is like you enter through the orbs, and then whether you win or you lose, it doesn't really matter. You will still be rewarded with points, and as long as you accumulate a certain amount of points which reach a certain threshold, you get a certain reward. And I'm pretty sure the rewards are not just summoning tickets. The rewards would include things like the 6-star materials. You got like some pots as well from what I remember. And yeah, so this is the individual rewards after hitting certain points. This is off the Japan event. Okay, global should be different, but as we all know, it's an adaptation, so do take it with a pinch of salt. But just to, you know, tell you guys, we get a reward called Mouse Tail. So be very careful not to sell away Mouse Tail, because you will require Mouse Tail to unlock the Bahamut Esper in the future. And Bahamut is an Esper that you do not want to be lack of. He is a very, very good Esper that brings a lot to the table for your unit. So keep Mouse Tail, don't sell it. Remember that, it's very important. Okay, so as you can see, the recipe for the rod, the rope, and the gun, these are all recipes that you get after you achieve a certain amount of points through fighting Bahamut in the raid. And after that, you need to go craft the item, like the Ifrit raid, where we had to craft the items for the specific units. But I don't actually think these items are specific items for the units. Yep. So alright, so next off, alright, this ranking one we already know. Next off, let's move on back to the thing right here. Alright, so next, the most like super hype one is the trial. Okay, so aside from just the raid event, right, we get a trial, a Bahamut trial. So as with all trials, we know it's gonna be super difficult, and there would definitely be some sort of strategy that we need to apply to beat Bahamut. Now, this is the badass Bahamut that we'll need to defeat. Be prepared to gear up to withstand Mega Flare. Dragon Killer is particularly effective. Jump abilities are especially useful. So I don't exactly know what Mega Flare is, but I suppose looking at it, right, I think Mega Flare is gonna be this super attack in the sense that your team is gonna get wiped, or a unit is gonna just auto die, which is why jump is pretty useful, because you can, you know, jump away from Mega Flare or something. I'm not entirely sure. You will have to see when the trial is released, because I believe this trial is global exclusive. I wasn't able to see any, I wasn't able to find any websites that said, you know, we have a Bahamut trial, but I only found about the Bahamut Raid. So yeah, take note, Dragon Killer is particularly effective, which is why we get a new banner, which is why, you know, Kane is getting his um, enhancement and whatnot as well. But I don't exactly know if, you know, we're gonna be using Kane because it's 5 stars. So if you clear this, right, you get a 5% trust Moogle. You don't use green magic, you get 10,000 Bahamut Raid coins, which will allow you to summon. And with this raid coins, you summon. What do you summon? I highly doubt it will be units. I believe it will be something like Trust Moogles, specifically for the new banner that which I will talk about next. And maybe some items that would some exclusive items to craft the rope, the gun, as well the lance. And then we get a King Burst spot if you defeat him with an Esper, and if you use 5 or less party members, you get 2 summon tickets. So this is the first time we get 2 summon tickets in one achievement. So looking at this, we may need to do this twice, but we can definitely try to do this in one swipe. But yep. So anyways, it says here, at least the help of Roberta and her other memorable characters from the Dragon Killers summoned to defeat the Shadow Bahamut. So we got Firion. We all know Firion is a monster. He has innate killer in him, and he's only 3-star base, which goes up to 6-star, so he's widely available. But the sad thing is that if he is in the banner, we'll get a lot of him, and his TM is equipped heavy armor, I think, which is not exactly a very awesome TM. It's not say not useful, but one of it would be enough in a sense. You don't really need a lot. Then we get Roberta, which is a 5-star base. Xyrus is a 4-star base, and then Kane. We all know Kane is like he's a classic unit, 3-star base, which goes up to 5-star. He has a 90 attack lance, and yep. Now with this, right, they have a new featured summon, Dragon Killers, and Dragon Killers, as you can see, Roberta goes up to 6-star, Xyrus goes up to 6-star, Firion goes up to 6-star, and Kane goes up to 5-star. So starting from May 12th, these are all the 2 new units are global exclusive, which is why I couldn't find any information about them as of yet. But I believe after the maintenance, or during the maintenance when they are data mining on Reddit, we'll be able to, you know, get a sneak peek of what they do. And yeah, I'll do a banner review and whether it's worth to be summoning on this banner or not. This banner is not gonna be via the Bahamut coins, don't be mistaken. I strongly believe this banner is gonna be use your lapis. So this waifu looking girl has a 128 attack lance, physical damage against dragons plus 50%, so it's a 50% dragon killer. Awesome. And I really like her sprite with a dragon here. Holy shit, it looks damn dope. Look at the spear. Damn. Alright, so she has boost damage, nullify, confuse, and then she had the jump thing, you know, as with all the dragoons. Then we have a 4-star, I believe this is a, yeah, it says here, Black Mage. So he has a 101 magic and 30 attack, and his staff will have magic damage against dragons plus 75%. Oh, I got confused. The staff, the other staff does not have dragon killer. It's this one that has dragon killer in it, and he has plus 75%. So this is actually quite a good staff to have. I mean, albeit situational, right? It's one of the better staffs out there with 101 magic. So this guy has dual black magic, which, excuse me, serves as a really how do you say, we all know black mages, well, all good black mages has dual black magic lah. So with dual black magic here in mind, we know that, you know, at least we get him. It's not like going to waste, and yeah, it's good stuff lah. It has Dragon's Bane, boost physical and magic damage against dragons, so it has innate dragon killer in a sense as well too. Magic damage to one enemy and increased power with consecutive use. Blood Pulsar. So with dual black magic, I'm not really sure if Blood Pulsar is worthy of using, but we'll just keep in view, see whether what his kit offers, whether he has Ultima, that kind of stuff as well. So with that, we also have Firion. We all know Firion, and we have Kain. So Kain is good in a sense that if let's say we get multiples of him, you can fuse him together and we can get a 90 attack spear, which is not bad. The problem is if we get a lot of Firions, we get equipped heavy armor, which is not really that useful. So with that, I guess it's pretty much it. I'm really looking forward to the raid because right now it's kind of like a lull period, so I'm using the time now to try to fight Shadow of the Empire Elite by clearing the MP plus 15% and the extra 10 lapis. I have this tendency to want to complete everything, like you can see, not to leave any stone unturned. So yep. And then I'm trying to farm up my Trust Masters as well. 28, 45, 17, 20 and 51. My quick assault is done, so that is awesome. My evasion shenanigans are coming. For now it's not full evasion yet because I do not have the Ring of Lucii, but as you can see, I'm on my way there, and I hope I can put my Noctis up for you guys to use soon, so that you guys can take advantage of the evasion cheese. So yep, I guess when the trial is out, I'll try my very best to see whether I can upload the me trying to defeat the Esper, because not the Esper, the Bahamut, because the last time I tried to record the fight for Ifrit, it went too long and then the entire file crashed and I was unable to upload it. So that's sad. Anyways, do leave a thumbs up on this video if let's say you enjoyed the content, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya. Bye bye.